Hi guys, hi everyone. Good morning again to yet another episode of Informative Insights with me. Well, I'm going to be telling you all about soil today, which is a very important topic again for the class 10 student and from the board's perspective. So all you have to do is to listen, hear me out, and do let me know if there's any doubt which you guys are facing while learning about soils. I know there are many soils and there are a lot of confusion, about potassium, about lime, about magnesium, about aluminium, and other things like that. But I'm going to be just telling you a trick through which you can actually understand. I'll be just explaining you a table through which you can actually understand all the different types of soil and try to learn about their chemical composition as well as where can you find all these soils in India. So all you have to do is to hear me out for the next few minutes, probably not minutes, for the next some time, and just let me know if there's any doubt which you really don't understand. This is just one part of agriculture which I will be covering today. If you guys have any other topic in mind which you want me to come up with and which you think is important, but you can't really understand it every time whenever you read, so just do let me know in the comment section. I'll be checking that out and I'll be coming up with more such videos on different and interesting topics which are difficult to read, difficult to understand. I'll be making you guys understand, and let's start with soil. Before I start, let me just quickly introduce myself. So my name is Shweta Sharma and I'm a plus educator for class 9th, and I also teach class 10th on YouTube sessions. That's why I'm telling you, just do let me know the topics that you want me to come up with. I'll be quickly presenting myself and the topics and will clear all your doubts. Apart from that, I'm from the capital city of New Delhi, and I have completed my graduation from Delhi University, Gargi College, in Political Science Honours. I have been associated with Unacademy since May 2020. And let's not forget, I'm your social science teacher. So if you have any doubts in social science, you guys can let me know. And my profile is mentioned in the description box. So all you have to do is to click there, check out the profile in the description box, follow me and the new courses which are coming live. So yes, all right, guys, so let's start. And again, I'm repeating this for the 100th time, not exactly for the 100th time, for the third time, yes. Okay, for the second time. That if you guys have any doubt, please put it in the comment section. I'll be checking that out and I'll try to resolve all your doubts as much as possible. All righty. So, guys, before I explain you about soil, let me just try to give you a quick introduction of what soil is. So, soil is something that we're actually standing on. लाइक अब आप बोलोगे कि मैम एग्जैक्टली आप सॉइल पे तो नहीं खड़े हो, आप तो कारपेट पे खड़े हो मे बी, but yeah, that is above layer, that is the further layer. But actually soil is the most important natural resource, guys, and a lot of question usually comes in whether soil is renewable or non-renewable. ये एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन है which is a question of topic, but actual में soil renewable है, ठीक है, although it takes a lot of time to get it renewed, but not that much of time which is usually taken by the fossil fuels and the petroleum or other minerals like that. So soil is definitely renewable. इसको renew किया जा सकता है अगर आप जो area है which you put for cultivation, which you put for barren lands and all that, if you save it, if you don't degrade it, then definitely you can save it and you can actually renew the soil. So one of the very confusions which I get to hear is whether soil is renewable or non-renewable. Soil is one of the most important natural and renewable resource that we have on this planet Earth, right? And there are different kinds of soil everywhere you find. There's alluvial, then there's black soil, then there is laterite soil, then there is your red soil, yellow soil, marshy soil, peaty soil, alkaline soil. अलग अलग तरह की soil हैं जिनके बारे में हम आज बात करने वाले हैं. So guys, to be very honest, starting from the very basic definition of what soil is all about, let me just introduce you very quickly what are we going to be reading today. So guys, okay, soil is the uppermost layer, really sorry. Soil is the uppermost layer, which is the topmost layer of the land surface. अब कभी भी आपने earth को देखा होगा, this is how the earth looks like, and there are three layers: crust, mantle and core. This is your crust, this is your mantle, and this is your core. So there are like three things which we find inside the earth, right? So if you see on crust, this is the uppermost layer of Earth's crust. Technical. It was very simple. Soil is the uppermost layer of land surface, which is your earth, which is your crust. So technically, soil is the uppermost layer of Earth's crust, which is composed of minerals, organic matters, dead animals, decaying matters, living organisms, air and water. तो soil कई सारी चीज़ों से मिलके बनती है. It is not just all about minerals. It usually is made up of a lot of things combined together. Grains in the soil are of three categories: clay, silt and sand. Soil basically तीन तरीके की हो सकती है. हो सकता है उसमें बहुत सारा clay हो, गीली मिट्टी जो होती है, चिकनी मिट्टी जो होती है. Silt again थोड़ी सी rough, ठीक है, coarse silt, थोड़े कंकड़ पत्थर होते हैं. देन सैंड यू ऑलरेडी नो, जो आपको डेजर्ट में बहुत आसानी से मिल जाएगी. रेत वाली मिट्टी जो होती है, विच हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ सैंड, वेरी थिन पार्टिकल्स, नॉट वेरी कोर्स. सो तीन तरीके के एलिमेंट्स होते हैं जो आपको सॉइल में मिलेंगे. या तो वो चिकनी मिट्टी होगी, गीली मिट्टी होगी, या फिर सिल्ट होगा, उसमें काफ़ी सारे कंकड़ पत्थर होंगे, या फिर वो सैंड होगी, विच इज़ लाइक कोर्स, विच इज़ जस्ट गोइंग ऑन, राइट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, वी ऑल्सो हैव soils are generally formed by weathering of rocks. Weathering का मतलब होता है when a certain rock is exposed in the air. Suppose ये पत्थर है और ये हिमालय से गिरा हुआ है नीचे, and this rock is exposed to the air, to the sunlight. Now there will be a lot of changes chemically and physically which will happen to this rock over a long period of time, and then that's how it is going to turn into a soil. It is not going to be turning into a soil, it will be providing a base for the soil. So ऐसी बहुत सारी soil है. अगर आपने soil profile के बारे में कभी पढ़ा है, सबसे ऊपर होता है humus, फिर उसके बाद होता है नीचे horizon 2, horizon B and horizon C. So this is how the soil profile looks like. और सबसे नीचे होता है weathering rock, which is also what we call as parent rock, जिससे पूरी soil बनती है exactly. So this is what you need to understand in terms of soil, that weathering of rocks causes the soil formation, and that is why the lowest level of soil is the weathered rock, the parent rock. कई तरीके का हो सकता है. It can be sedimentary rock, it can be metamorphic rock, it can be igneous rock. हम easily identify कर सकते हैं क्योंकि soil के rock पे depend करता है कि किस तरीके की soil form होगी, उसका texture कैसा होगा, उसमें element कैसा होगा, उसका color कैसा होगा. तो suppose अगर कोई rock, कोई parent rock इग्नियस और मेटामॉर्फिक है, तो हम इजीली गेस कर सकते हैं कि उस सॉइल का कलर रेडिश होगा, थोड़ा सा लैटराइट सॉइल होगी. अगर कोई किसी सॉइल का जो वेदर्ड रॉक है, सेडिमेंट्री रॉक है, वी कैन इजीली गेस दैट इट कैन बी एलुवियल सॉइल, राइट. बिकॉज क्योंकि सेडिमेंट्री रॉक जो है फाइनली जाके अलुवियल सॉइल को, या इट मेक्स द अलुवियल सॉइल eventually. So that is how, by knowing what kind of weathered rock it is, you can actually identify what kind of soil will that be. उसके लिए आपको soil profile detail में पढ़नी पड़ेगी, and I have taken a lot of sessions on that as well. So please go ahead, check out my profile. You will be able to see the detailed information of soil profile. I have told this to many plus students before, so you guys can also check out my videos on agriculture and take a look on how I have explained the things. Alright guys, so this is what we are going to be talking about today, right? And guys, as I told you, it varies from region to region. ज़रूरी नहीं है माउंटेन्स में जो सॉइल हमें मिले वही सॉइल हमें प्लेट्यू रीजन में भी मिले, और वही सॉइल हमें आपके आइलैंड्स में भी मिले, या फिर यू फाइंड द सेम सॉइल इन वेस्टर्न घाट्स और ईस्टर्न घाट्स. सॉइल डिफर्स फ्रॉम रीजन टू रीजन, एरिया टू एरिया, and the weathered rock also differs from area to area, and texture, color, everything differs. हो सकता है कर्नाटका में the soil is laterite, but here the soil is completely different. So it depends from area to area, region to region. Now we're going to be talking about few things through which you will be able to understand the type of soils that we have. Now guys, this is what I'm going to be explaining you here, type of soil. Okay, right now जितनी भी soils book में mentioned है, उसके according we are only having red soil and yellow soil, alluvial soil, forest and mountain soil, arid and desert soil, laterite soil and black soil. Okay, right? But there are two more kind of soil which we have to know about, which is not given in your book, which is your saline and alkaline and peaty and marshy soil. Saline and alkaline is something which is alkaline in nature. We can't really grow anything on it. And you can probably find this kind of soil in Gujarat or in Rajasthan or in some dry areas like that wherein you can't actually grow anything. Then it comes to peaty and marshy soil जो आपको मैनग्रूव्स के आसपास बहुत ज़्यादा मिल जाएंगी. जैसे सपोज आप अगर किसी डेल्टा रीजन में जाते हो तो मार्शी सॉइल वहाँ पर होती है. बहुत अजीब तरीके की सॉइल होती है ये. And it's like more dal types की soil होती है. So that is another kind of soil which you can find. So according to Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR is the full form. Again, it was set up in 1953 when we got the independence. Divides the soil of India into following 8 major groups. The number one group that we have, जो सबसे ज़्यादा है इंडिया में, that is black soil. सबसे ज़्यादा इंडिया में abundance में है black soil with a percentage of 29.69% in India, and black soil is also called as regur soil. It's the alternative name, and इसको cotton soil भी बोला जाता है. I hope everyone is able to see me. इसको cotton soil भी बोला जाता है because this is best for growing cotton. But guys, let me just tell you one more thing here over here. Just because ब्लैक सॉइल पे कॉटन उगाया जाता है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि कॉटन हम अलुवियल पे नहीं उगा सकते हैं. ऑफ कोर्स उगा सकते हैं, फॉर श्योर हो सकता है ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अगर हम वीट अलुवियल पे उगाते हैं तो हम वीट को ब्लैक सॉइल पे नहीं उगा सकते हैं. राइट, वी कैन डू दैट, बट द क्वालिटी डिफर्स डेफिनेटली सॉइल टू सॉइल. हर क्रॉप की क्वालिटी डिफर करती है. ब्लैक सॉइल पे सबसे अच्छा कॉटन उगता है, लेकिन अलुवियल सॉइल पे भी कॉटन उगता है. So that's something which everyone needs to know कि ज़रूरी नहीं है कि एक क्रॉप हम सिर्फ एक ही सॉइल पे उगा सकते हैं. ऐसा होता तो वो सॉइल बिल्कुल उसी पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप के लिए डेजिग्नेट हो जाती, which is not actually necessary. So if you are growing cotton, you can actually grow the best cotton on black soil, but you can also grow cotton on alluvial soil as well. So it completely differs depending upon what you have, like what you want to grow. It can be grown on various other things. जैसे कि उसके बाद here comes we have red soil. So red soil is the kind of soil which you can find almost everywhere. बहुत सारी जगहों पे मिलती है आपको red soil. I'll be telling you the areas where you can find red soil in the next few slides. Then after that alluvial soil जो आपको northern plains में सबसे ज़्यादा मिलेगी. alluvial soil एक ऐसी soil है northern plains areas में, जैसे दिल्ली हो गया, हरियाणा हो गया, पंजाब हो गया, बिहार हो गया, झारखंड हो गया, ऐसी जगहों पे आपको alluvial soil सबसे ज़्यादा मिलेगी, which is very 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 good for the cultivation of the food crops like wheat, rice and all that. ठीक है. उसके बाद आता है आपकी forest and mountain soil, which you can find obviously in the mountainous regions like in Himachal प्रदेश, in उत्तराखंड, in अरुणाचल प्रदेश, यहाँ पर आपको forest और mountain soils मिल जाएंगी. Then comes your arid and desert soil, which you all already know that you can find this in Gujarat, Jharkhand, sorry not Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Rajasthan mein you can actually find the arid and desert soil which is very dry. There's no water retention capacity, so we can't really grow anything on the arid and desert soil. आपको यहाँ पर सिर्फ acacia, palm trees या फिर cactus ही मिलेगा. फिर आती है laterite soil जिसके ऊपर हम कॉफ़ी और रबर या फिर चाय वगैरह उगाते हैं. लैटराइट सॉइल असम में मिलती है, कर्नाटका में मिलती है, केरला में मिलती है. ये ऐसी सॉइल है जिसका कलर भी थोड़ा थोड़ा हल्का सा रेडिश होता है, नॉट कम्प्लीटली रेडिश, ऑरेंजिश होता है, कभी आपने देखा हो. Then we have peaty and marshy soil. You find this soil usually in the mangroves regions, and I'll be telling you the areas for that. Then we have alkaline and saline soil. This is another type of soil जिसके ऊपर कोई cultivation as such होती नहीं है because it is saline in nature. Alright guys, so these are the type of soils that you needed to know. Now I'll be explaining you all these type of soils in detail. So there's like a box which I have made, and I have explained the soil type. Then I have explained the soil type, which soil type it is, then the characteristics of that particular soil, then where can you find all that soil, then what kind of crops can you grow on that particular type of soil. So start with the first one, the most important and the most popular, alluvial soil. अब अलुवियल के कई तरह के टाइप्स होते हैं. यू गाइज हैव ऑलरेडी नोन, यू नो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ अलुवियल सॉइल, खादर एंड भांगर. खादर इज द ओल्डर वन एंड भांगर, सॉरी, खादर इज द न्यू वन एंड भांगर इज द ओल्डर वन. सो खादर इज मोर फर्टाइल इफ वी कंपेयर इट विद भांगर. भांगर बहुत पुरानी सॉइल है जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा कैल्सियस मटेरियल आपको मिलेगा, जिसकी वजह से बहुत ज़्यादा कंकड़ पत्थर होते हैं, एंड इट इज़ नॉट दैट फर्टाइल फॉर ग्रोइंग द क्रॉप्स. खादर इज द न्यू सॉइल, खादर इज द न्यू अलुवियल सॉइल. It's more fertile and crops can be grown in much more better way on khadar soil. ठीक है. It's light colored, more siliceous. Siliceous मतलब इसमें सिलिकॉन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. Then bhangar, it is old alluvial soil as I told you, composed of lime nodules. Lime होता है इसमें. Has clay composition. Clay होता है, थोड़ी सी गीली और चिकनी मिट्टी होती है. Water retention अच्छा होता है. That means it is dark in color. You will find it dark in color. इसका कलर जो होता है काफी डार्क होता है. How it is formed? By sediments deposited by streams and rivers when they slow lose by the sedimentary rock. जितने भी पत्थर पानी के थ्रू जो बह के आते हैं वो अलुवियल सॉइल फॉर्म करते हैं. इसीलिए आप इनको नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स में सबसे ज़्यादा देख पाते हैं, बिकॉज सारी जो नदी है इंडिया में, लाइक ऑल दी रिवर्स सिस्टम्स एंड ऑल, दे यूजुअली फ्लो इन द नॉर्थ मच मोर. और उनके आसपास बहुत ज़्यादा पत्थर वगैरह आपको मिल जाएंगे. द काइंड ऑफ सॉइल दैट यू विल फाइंड अराउंड ऑल दीज सेडिमेंट्स, रॉक्स, विल बी alluvial soil. Okay. Nature, chemical properties, it is rich in potash, phosphoric acid, lime, carbon compounds, and poor in nitrogen. It doesn't have a lot of nitrogen. Potash होता है, phosphoric होता है, lime होता है, and carbon compounds होते हैं. So PPL is how you can remember this. PPL, potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. PPL is what you need to remember. Nature, it's sandy, loamy, silt and clay. Everything is usually present, but clay काफ़ी अच्छी मात्रा में होता है. You can find this in Ganga and Brahmaputra river valleys, as I told you, near the river valleys. आपको अच्छे से मिल जाएंगी. Plains of Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal and Bihar. This is where you can actually find this. Then best crops that can be grown: rice, wheat, sugarcane and oil seeds. These are the different kinds of crop that you can grow. आपको actually to be very honest, geography में बहुत बार ऐसा होता है that you really don't understand the things, and there are many times that you have to ratify it. Geography में specifically ऐसा होता है क्योंकि कई सारी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जिनको आप नहीं समझ सकते technically, क्योंकि अगर आप technically समझने जाओगे, you might end up going deeper and deeper, and there will be like there's an immense knowledge over there, which is good. But if you are running short of time right now and you have not really done this chapter, especially this particular part, I would suggest you to ratify this table specially, because there's no way that you can understand if you did not understand from the very starting. तो अभी आपके पास time नहीं, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा है, please try to ratify this table because it's going to come with a lot of questions. So just make sure that you really understand this. Okay. If you don't have the time, then this is the table that you need to follow. Make notes as much as possible. Try to see these notes each and every day. और आपको धीरे धीरे ये याद हो जाएगा. Okay. All right. So guys, let's move on. The next important soil is your black soil that usually comes up. I'm so sorry, I'm hiding. Formation happens from the basalts of Deccan Trap. आपको मध्य प्रदेश, झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, उन सारी जगहों पे ये सारी ब्लैक सॉइल मिल जाएगी. प्लेट्यू रीजन में सबसे ज़्यादा मिलती है, ब्लैक कलर में होती है. यू कैन ईजिली आइडेंटिफाई क्योंकि इसमें टाइटेनियम होता है, आयरन होता है काफ़ी ज़्यादा. केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, कैल्शियम होता है इसमें, मैग्नीशियम होता है. इट हैज़ हाई क्वांटिटीज ऑफ आयरन, दैट इज़ द रीजन वाई इट इज़ ब्लैक. मम्मी आप पूछोगे मैम आयरन तो रेड कलर में भी होता है, तो iron तो it's like red, but not necessarily. It also has titanium, because of which it also appears to be black in color. Then it also has aluminium, lime and magnesia. It is rich in potash, lime, aluminium, calcium, magnesium, poor in nitrogen, phosphoric acid and humus. Phosphoric acid सिर्फ alluvial soil में सबसे ज़्यादा होता है और black soil में कम होता है. The nature is sticky when wet. जब गीली होती है black soil तो it's sticky. If you know, let me just remove this, so in case if you want to download or take a screenshot from here, you can do that. So I have provided this table in my plus classes in case if you want to check that out, that will be helpful. You can easily find this black soil in Maharashtra, Malwa plateaus. Guys, एक चीज़ है, बहुत common चीज़ है. कॉटन की खेती सबसे ज़्यादा ब्लैक सॉइल पे होती है और कॉटन की जो मिल्स हैं वो आपको सबसे ज़्यादा महाराष्ट्र और गुजरात में मिलती है. सो फॉर श्योर आप इजीली गेस कर सकते हो कि जो ब्लैक सॉइल है वो महाराष्ट्र में और गुजरात में तो मिलती ही होगी, राइट. सो ये एक लॉजिक, इसी तरीके से यूजुअली आप ज्योग्राफी याद करते हो, समझते हो, लॉजिक होता है ज्योग्राफी में. अगर आपको मैप्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ें डिपेंड करती हैं, इफ़ यू अंडरस्टैंड द मैपिंग completely right, then you will be able to understand and relate to all these topics. तो अगर आप लॉजिक नहीं लगा रहे हो आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. और लास्ट टाइम पे अगर आप लॉजिक लगा रहे हो, अगर आपको समझ में आता है अच्छी बात है, नहीं समझ में आता है then you have to ratify this because these are the topics which are extremely important. Now you must be saying मैम आप रटाफिकेशन क्यों बोल रहे हो? बिकॉज ज्योग्राफी में इंपॉर्टेंट है कि अगर आप डीपली पढ़ रहे हो देन इट्स गुड, but if you don't have the time then this is the method that you need to follow actually. Then you can find this in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and northern part of Karnataka as well. Cotton, millets, tobacco and sugarcane can be grown on this type of soil. Again guys, sugarcane यहाँ पर भी होता है और यहाँ पर भी होता है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी crop it's like specifically designed for one kind of soil. It's not like that. एक क्रॉप को हम कई सारी सॉइल्स पे उगा सकते हैं डिपेंडिंग अपॉन वेदर इट्स सूटेबल और नॉट. नेक्स्ट काइंड ऑफ सॉइल इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज रेड सॉइल, जो सेकंड हाईएस्ट होती है इंडिया में. फॉर्मेशन क्रिस्टलाइन रॉक्स लाइक ग्रेनाइट्स, इग्नियस रॉक्स से बनती है, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स रेड इन कलर. केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, इट्स रिच इन मिनरल्स सच एज आयरन एंड मैग्नीशियम. रेड कलर है तो डेफिनेटली आयरन ही होगा. नाइट्रोजन नहीं होता, ह्यूमस नहीं होता है, सो वी कांट रियली ग्रो wheat, crops like which requires a lot of humus. It doesn't have phosphoric acid and lime. The nature is light texture, porous होती है, पानी अच्छे से जा सकता है, and salts भी present होते हैं because of iron and all that, and it consists of kaolinitic minerals which is not necessary for you to know, just for the information. You can find this in the Deccan Plateau, southern states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Chota Nagpur Plateau. तो सदर्न स्टेट्स में आपको बहुत ज़्यादा रेड सॉइल यूजुअली मिल जाती है. एंड वीट, राइस, कॉटन, शुगर केन, पल्सेस, ये भी यहाँ पर भी उगाया जा सकता है. अगेन एज आई टोल्ड यू, वीट यहाँ पर भी है और यहाँ पर भी है. सो एक क्रॉप को डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कौन सा एरिया है, साउथ है या नॉर्थ है, कहीं भी उगाया जा सकता है. इट्स नॉट लाइक देयर इज नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल कि एक क्रॉप को एक स्पेसिफिक सॉइल के लिए डेजिग्नेट किया गया है. नो, देयर इज नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल लाइक दैट. लेट्स मूव ऑन and try to understand this particular thing. Now I have explained forest and mountain soils. This is by far the most easiest. आपको पता है ये forest soil आपको सबसे ज़्यादा coniferous areas में मिलेगी. Formation, weathering caused by snow, rain, पहाड़, बर्फ से बनती है, temperature variation से होता है. Chemical properties, it is deficient in potash, phosphorus and lime. That is the reason why we can't really grow wheat, rice, anything in the forest soil. We can't, बिकॉज उसके पास वो केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज़ ही नहीं होती जिसकी वजह से हम वीट ग्रो कर सकते हैं, राइस ग्रो कर सकते हैं, या फिर कोई और क्रॉप ग्रो कर सकते हैं जो हम नीचे वाले एरियाज में ग्रो करते हैं. इट्स लाइट, सैंडी, थिन, फाउंड वेरी रिच इन ह्यूमस, स्लो डिकम्पोजिशन मेक्स इट एसिडिक. Distribution, you can find this in Jammu Kashmir, of course, ये तो आपको पता ही होगा. Only the mountainous areas, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, eastern and western Ghats, because उधर भी mountains होते हैं, hills तो होते ही हैं. Coffee, tea, rice, maize, potato, barley, tropical fruits and various type of spices, ये तो आपको मिल जाएगा. Spices तो आपको हिमाचल वगैरह में बहुत मिलते हैं. Coffee भी मिल जाएगी, tea भी मिल जाता है, rice भी मिलता है. So all these fruits like Jammu Kashmir and all that, you find apple वगैरह, so वो सारे fruits भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. Then comes your arid and desert soil, which is also the most easiest one I feel, because it is formed in dry and very high temperature and evaporation बहुत ज़्यादा होता है यहाँ पर, water retention बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. एंड इसी रीज़न की वजह से यहाँ पर ज़्यादा वेजिटेशन आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगी. राइट, इट हैज़ हाई परसेंटेज ऑफ सॉल्युबल सॉल्ट, अल्कलाइन बहुत ज़्यादा होती है ये, जिसकी वजह से इसके ऊपर हम कोई क्रॉप उगा नहीं सकते हैं. ठीक है, इट हैज़ like it is poor in organic matter because of which we can't grow anything again, and rich enough in phosphate though poor in nitrogen. phosphate होता है लेकिन again we can't grow anything. It is light in color, very light in color. अगर आप राजस्थान में जाओगे, humus नहीं होता है, we can't grow anything again, and low in moisture, there's no water retention. You can find this in Rajasthan, northern Gujarat, southern Punjab, the area which is very close to Rajasthan. उधर आपको मिल जाएगी. मिलेट्स यू कैन ग्रो, बार्ली, कॉटन, मेज एंड पल्सेस विद इरिगेशन. अगर इस सॉइल पे आप प्रॉपर इरिगेशन यूज करते हो तो ही आप इस पे सारी क्रॉप्स उगा सकते हो, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. Then we comes with laterite soils. Laterite soils, these are formed in the regions where alternate wet and hot, dry conditions prevail. एक बार में गर्मी होती है, एक बार में ठंडी होती है, ऐसे एरियाज पे आपको लैटराइट सॉइल्स मिल जाएंगी. एंड इट इज फॉर्म्ड बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ लीचिंग. लीचिंग इज द काइंड ऑफ प्रोसेस जिसमें द सॉइल इज एक्सपोज्ड to water and other external agents. हवा से बहुत ज़्यादा the soil is getting cleaned most of the time. Soil remove होती रहती है upper layer. So leaching is a process through which the upper layer of soil gets removed every time. It gets eliminated every time. So it is made up of hydrated oxides of iron and aluminium. Then it is more acidic in higher areas, poor in high level, cannot retain moisture, while plain they consist of heavy loam and clay and easily retain moisture. ये भी डिपेंड करता है कि अगर मतलब ऊंचाई पे है तो मॉइस्चर रिटेन करेगी, अगर नीचे वाले एरियाज पे है तो ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर रिटेन नहीं करेगी. यू कैन फाइंड दिस इन असम. कॉफ़ी के लिए बेस्ट होती है, टी के लिए बेस्ट होती है. प्लांटेशन केरला में यू कैन फाइंड, रबर सबसे ज़्यादा उगता है, दैट्स वाई केरला में. कर्नाटका, ईस्टर्न घाट्स, उड़ीसा के रीजन में आपको मिल जाएगी. एंड इन पे सिर्फ आप प्लांटेशन क्रैश क्रॉप्स ही उगा सकते हो. कॉफ़ी, रबर, कैश्यू नट, टैपियोका. सो इसीलिए, और ये सारी क्रॉप्स ऐसी हैं जो सिर्फ आपको ईस्टर्न घाट्स वाले एरिया में मिलेगी, केरला में मिलेगी, कर्नाटका में मिलेगी, असम हिल्स में मिलेगी. सो दिस इज वेरी लिमिटेड एंड दिस इज आई थिंक द मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग एंड द मोस्ट ईजी वन टू फॉलो, राइट? Apart from that, this is something which is kind of very interesting. I would want all of you to take a look at the map and try to understand how the soil structure is actually designed in India. These are the types of soil. Brown is marked by alluvial. Red is red again, black is grey, laterite is orange, forest and mountain is green, light brown is arid and desert, saline and alkaline is blue, yellow is peaty and marshy. As I told you, peaty and marshy mangroves region में जहाँ पर डेल्टा मिलता है, उड़ीसा हो गया, ये आपका सुंदरबन डेल्टा हो गया, देन दिस इज योर केरला, देन दिस इज योर तमिलनाडु. तो ये ऐसे एरियाज में आपको पीटी और मार्शी जहाँ पर मैनग्रोव्स मिलते हैं वहाँ पर मिल जाएगी. यू कैन फाइंड दैट. अलुवियल सॉइल इन द इंटायर नॉर्दर्न प्लेन यू कैन सी, ये सारा एरिया. इनफैक्ट सम एरियाज ऑफ गुजरात इज ऑल्सो देयर. Then we have black soil which is available in the Deccan Trap, the Deccan Plateau, जैसे पूरे region में, छोटा नागपुर region में, which is here. Then laterite soil, you can find this in Assam a little bit. Then some parts of Odisha as well, some part of Maharashtra. Then this Western Ghats area, ये पूरा कर्नाटका, केरला you can find. And some parts of Tamil Nadu you can find laterite soil जहाँ पर cash crops उगाई जाती है. Then forest and mountain, of course you know, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, and Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Then we have saline and alkaline. ये आपको मिल जाएंगी some areas of Punjab, some areas of Telangana, and some areas of Karnataka. Then peaty and marshy, as I already told you. So this map is kind of very important. I'm going to be just rubbing it off so that आप लोगों को basically, like, you guys can take a screenshot if you want. You guys can download it, whatever you want, right? It will be easier for you to understand. Okay. So, alright guys, so I hope you all understood each and every topic here. Now I'm going to be just moving on to a slightly important topic, which is what we call as soil degradation. सारी चीजें हो चुकी है, but now soil degradation is an actual problem. It's an acute problem in India. बहुत ही छोटे level पे है ये, but है, ठीक है. According to a 2015 report of the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing (IIRS), the estimated amount of soil erosion that occurred in India was 147 million hectares. यानी कि अगर इंडिया में 200 मिलियन की ज़मीन भी है तो उसमें से 147 मिलियन, आई एम जस्ट अज्यूमिंग, 147 million hectares was eroded. Soil erosion is basically the removal of top layer of soil by external agents. हवा से भी हो सकता है, पानी से भी हो सकता है, weathering से भी हो सकता है, wind से भी हो सकता है, अलग अलग factors से soil erosion हो सकता है, by forming the gullies, by bad land. So a lot of factors are there through which the sheet is removed, the uppermost layer of soil is removed. The main problems of Indian soils are soil erosion बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, उड़ती रहती है soil, उसकी upper layer उड़ जाती है, degradation of soil, water logging, पानी फंस जाना, saline and alkalinity जिसकी वजह से we can't really grow anything on it, high, it becomes really saline, becomes really alkaline, then salt flats, बहुत ज़्यादा salty हो जाती है nature में, again we can't grow anything on it, and also depends upon the erosion. How we can avoid all these things to happen? So there are many methods. You can actually grow more trees to make sure that soil is not going anywhere, it's sticking, and there's no soil erosion happening. That's the best part. We can actually construct a lot of dams and barrages to stop soil from flowing away. Then we can stop and prevent overgrazing. जानवरों को कम हम चराने के लिए basically all these farmers and all these livestock people do that. We can reduce that because they really hurt the soil. Then we can start using improved method of agricultural practices. Contour method we can use crop rotation. रोटेट करके हम क्रॉप को लगा सकते हैं ताकि इरोजन ना हो. Contour bunding, we can do strip cropping. We can plant the shelter belt in the mountains so that the erosion is not happening and the wind is not going away with the soil. Then we can also adopt the techniques of sustainable agriculture and try to manage the soil as much as possible. ये सारे कुछ ऐसे methods हैं जिनके बारे में you can actually check out online and in your books as well. It's already given. So these are the few methods through which you can actually manage the soil and try to understand how this works. Guys, thank you so much first of all. I hope you all understand. If there's any doubt, you can put it in the comment section. I will check that out and I will get back to you with a solution very, very soon as I see it, of course. So before I end this session, let me just tell you something about Unacademy's new feature, which is what we call as Unacademy Ask a Doubt. So guys, it's very, very simple. If you are somebody who's coming in class 10th, who's going from class 9th or in any class from 6th to 12th, this is for you. In case if you have any doubts in your science, in your physics, chemistry, maths, biology, this is how you can ask it out. So all you have to do is to open the application. There's going to be an option. You have to click on ask a doubt. After that, the step 2 is to take a picture of your doubt or to choose from the gallery, and then you can crop the question that you want. After that, once you have cropped it, you can choose the subject that this question falls under, whether it's mathematics, physics or chemistry, whatever it is. After that, you just have to sit tight till the time you receive the resolution. Now I have something very important to say to all those people who are who are in class 10th or in class 12th. So basically guys, Unacademy is providing you a very nice opportunity through which you can learn from it for free. All you have to do is to enroll in crash courses and revision batches. All you can do with a free subscription. So all you have to do is to ask 10 doubts and win Unacademy subscription for free. This is applicable for only those people who are in class 10th and 12th right now. And it is valid only till 31st of March. So all you have to do is to ask 10 doubts and get a free Unacademy subscription. Now here's the catch. बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा सोच रहे होंगे कि मैम मैं एक ही बार में सारे डाउट्स पूछ लेता हूँ and it will be all sorted. No. So you just have to ask one doubt and you have to wait till the time you get the solution. Then only you can ask the next second doubt to be eligible for this offer. Once you are eligible, our team will get in touch with you. Apart from that, this is for everyone, guys. It doesn't matter if you're in class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 6th, 7th, 8th. You just have to ask 7 doubts and you can also win free Unacademy's Creative Corner subscription for 1 month, which is very, very nice. You can learn magic tricks, you can learn the game tricks, you can learn app creation, you can learn the coding language, the robot making. This offer is valid till 29th of March. So you have to hurry up, ask 7 doubts. Again, the same thing. You have to ask 1 doubt, wait for the solution to come in, and then ask the next doubt. Okay, guys, so what are you waiting for? Ask your doubts very, very soon before the offer goes over. And it's for a limited period of time. Just make sure that you're asking it very, very soon. Okay, apart from that, if you have not taken the subscription, guys, yet this is the best time to take the subscription because you have a full year in front of you, and it's actually very, very better because the subscription prices will be increased very soon. So all you have to do is to take a 12 months of subscription. In case if you take a subscription for more than 6 months, आप EMI में pay कर सकते हो, which will be equated monthly installment, and आपको ज़्यादा like your parents will not have to go through a lot of burden as well. It will be very cheap. It will be 1250 rupees per month, but that is when you don't apply the referral code. If you apply this referral code, which is what I've given here, SS Live 10, आपको एक 10% का डिस्काउंट ऑलरेडी मिलता है. और अगर आपको और ज़्यादा ऑफ चाहिए, so you guys can also apply your credits to get 10% of more off. अगर आप 15,000 के ऊपर if you apply this referral code SS Live 10, तो आपको ये सब्सक्रिप्शन मिलेगा 13,500 में. और अगर इस पे आप क्रेडिट्स भी यूज करते हो तो आपको फर्दर 10% का डिस्काउंट मिलेगा, and you can easily get it for even much lower price, which is by far the cheapest one right now. If we compare it with the offline tuitions, and it gives you a huge bundle of knowledge, bundle of educators through which, you know, from whom you can learn as much as possible, which is like a really really interesting thing, because हमारे time पे ऐसा नहीं हुआ करता था. So you have like a lot of educators who are going to provide you with each and everything. My new course is also coming for class 9th and for class 12, so you guys can also check that out. Apart from that, we also have one thing that we call as Unacademy Iconic subscription. This is more like a personal subscription which is provided to everyone, and to everyone who takes it. You can actually get your own personal mentor. They will be helping you with live doubt solving solutions, and you can also get a weekly report. Apart from that, there are particular, you know, open hours through which you can make your parents get in touch with your personal mentor. And you also get your personal study planner through which you can revise and understand various topics and try to understand what are your weaknesses and your strengths in per subject. Apart from that, let's not forget, you also get all the subscription from Unacademy Plus. So the only catch is it comes for a minimum of 3 months, but it's completely worth it, guys, because this is by far the lowest price that anyone can offer in the market. And especially when it comes to, you know, offline tuition, it costs a lot, right now. This everything you can get by applying this referral code SS Live 10 to get 10% off. So do not forget to apply this referral code and to take Unacademy subscription. Please use this. Please use this. If you want me to come up with more such videos, I hope you like it. In case if you want to check out my profile, go to the description box, check my profile out. It is going to be Shweta Sharma, and you can search for me, search for the upcoming courses which are coming on the Plus platform, the special, and the YouTube as well. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next classes. Till then, if you have not downloaded Unacademy's app, download it ASAP and apply the referral code to get the subscription very soon. I'll be seeing you in another class very very soon, whenever that's going to happen. So till then, have a nice day, enjoy yourself, and eat healthy. Drink water as much as possible. Keep yourself hydrated and stay away from corona as much as possible. I'll see you guys in the next class. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Let's crack it.